confirmed a suspicion that I had with my husband, soon-to-be ex-husband. We're in the middle of getting divorced right now. And we're not even officially divorced yet, and he's already sleeping with other people. He might have another kid that's not with me one day. We have 2 kids already, and that makes me want to vomit. That really brings a lot of disgust feelings within me, thinking about him having another kid that's not with me, and my daughter's having a sibling that's not from me. It brings a lot of disgust feelings, and it makes me sad too. But obviously I have absolutely no control over what he does, and I need to let that go.
I have nobody to talk to about my life, except TikTok. Stupid. I still don't understand why women come online to rant and cry about their problems. Nobody gives a flying fuck about what you're going through. Why don't you just go see a therapist? Because you're not going to get the sympathy you think you deserve. I bet she wanted the divorce. So why the hell is she angry about him seeing other people? Yes, he's going to have kids with other women if he decides to, and that is none of your business.
After 4.5 long years, it is finally over. It's over. I am now a divorced woman. And I knew when this happened and when I got the final word, I knew I would have different emotions, and I tried preparing for them. But I don't know how you actually prepare for it, because what I feel like is like someone punched me in my stomach, in my gut, and just like took my air out of my body. And I'm not crying over the fact that we're no longer together. I'm crying over the fact that none of it should have happened like it happened. And there's this sadness inside of me that, like, it's going to somehow affect our grandchildren and generations to come. And I just hate that, I hate that. And God, I wish I hated him. Oh my gosh, I wish I hated that man. But I don't hate him. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay, but I'm not going to lie. I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'm going to leave my home that I've been in for 20 years and rebuild a life that wasn't supposed to be alone. It was supposed to be with him. But don't get confused. Do not get confused. My life is good and I am blessed. But it's still hard. Rebuilding your life at 51 years old. Trying to find a place to live. Probably relocating to a new city or a new state. It's a lot. But I'm going to do this. You just watch and see. I'm going to be better than ever.
At one point in this video, my ears started to ache. Believe these women at your own risk. Did you guys notice anything in all these divorce videos? These women never disclose what they did to get the divorce. Okay, the man was the guilty party? Then tell us what he did. 80% of the time, women are the ones who file for a divorce. Feeling pity for them is like lending an umbrella in a desert. Kind-hearted, utterly useless, and guaranteed to leave you wondering why on earth you even bothered.
Here is the one question I wish I would have asked myself before I left my marriage. And that question is, what if you could be happy either way? What if you could stay in your marriage and have the best freaking marriage ever? And what if you could get divorced and live your absolute dream in life and also have the best life ever? The reason I think it's important to ask that question is because I think it puts you in a position of power and abundance, right? Where if I can be happy either way, then I get to choose which path best aligns with what I want in my life. But so many times we come from a place of like scarcity and non-power where we think we have no other choice but to leave and we're not going to have happiness either way. Now, I'm not referring to like abusive relationships, so please don't hear that. But how much better does it feel to be like, yeah, if I could be happy either way, this is the path I would choose, rather than, I have to make a decision because I'm miserable, you know?
What if? What if? What if? But you still got divorced. You women get divorced because you usually think you deserve more than you already got. You women file for divorce because you want to explore more options. Maybe if you start getting contented with what you have, then maybe the divorce rates will reduce. Who knows?
My boyfriend of 2 years moved out 10 days ago, and I'm just really feeling really sad today. I miss him so much. And I know it's the right decision, but it's so hard. I'm so sad. And I wish I could be mad at him. It would make it so much easier, but I can't. There's no anger. There's only love. And it's excruciating. And I know I have valid reasons. And I know it's the best thing in the end. But it's so hard. It's so hard. I miss him so much. If you're going through the same thing, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through this. And you're really strong. It takes a really strong person to do this. And to not change their mind and say, you know what, forget it. Forget everything I said. Just come back. I don't want to be alone. And I'm scared to be alone. But I made a commitment to myself when I left my husband that I was never going to ignore my intuition. I was never going to ignore that little voice that said, Claire, something's not right. And I guess I love myself more than I love him. And I know that's a victory. I know that that's a good thing. That I love myself enough to not settle for less than I deserve, less than I want. But it's so hard. It's just so hard.
You regret leaving your husband because Chad pumped and dumped you? Get out of my face. If a divorce makes you sad, then burn the divorce papers and make your marriage work. It's simple math. Why is this so hard for women to understand?
Hey, it's Jenna. Recently divorced and kind of figuring out this new way of life. I was married for 23 years and with that person for 3 years prior. So for a total of 26 years of my life, I have been out of the game of dating, making friends, going out, and stuff like that as a single woman in her 40s. Yeah, I'm 47. So I've raised children. My children are adult children now. And it's kind of interesting because it's so lonely at this stage in life after divorce, especially with older children, because you make all your friends when they're younger, or at least I did. I met my friends mostly through my kids' activities. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I took them to practices. I went to school, all that stuff. During my marriage, my weight went up and down. My looks fluctuated depending on health needs or what mental state I was in because of the abuse I was dealing with. And also just having children and being exhausted, literally doing everything. So as your children get older and as you go through changes in life like divorce or anything like that, your looks will tend to change. Mine have obviously changed a little bit. Actually, a lot. I have an autoimmune disease, so I did not have control over my weight for many years. And once they got my medications under control, and then I got out of my toxic environment, and honestly, I find refuge in the gym. I live in the gym. I have always been an athlete. I have always loved to work out. So this is not anything new. It's nothing is going to change in like 6 months when I'm healed. I will always be a gym rat. But it's interesting because I found that, with this new day and age, I've kind of gotten into TikToks and all that stuff, and social media. I'm a photographer. Like, that's part of my job. I'm a visual communications major back in the day. Everything I do is visual. And so this was like something I could grasp to, I could feel, I could see, touch, all that stuff. I've said a million times how I don't connect online, just through text and all that stuff. So it's interesting to me, some things, and I wanted to bring everybody's attention that I have recently come across and heard a ton. I have had so many people message, comment. I've even had people in my personal life say, you look expensive, or, you're really pretty, so you probably, I don't understand why you would complain about that. Like pretty girls can't have problems, or pretty girls can't feel sad about anything. Lots of girls get this. The guy just wants to get that girl's attention, someone they've seen on social media for whatever reason. She's a girl in their town they know, she has the looks that she wants, whatever the reason is. But they really don't want anything with that girl. They just want the ego boost, the attention for that moment and all that stuff. And then they move on. And so I've had this happen several times. And I've said to my girlfriends in close confidence, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? And they're like, you're not doing anything. They knew immediately that you were out of their league. They just wanted you to be the toy. They wanted to, get you and play with this shiny toy that they thought was so pretty, or they thought had all these attributes that they wanted. But they knew they couldn't keep you because they couldn't, you're out of their league.
Of course, you'll only get pumped and dumped. You're a single mother. It's going to be lonely. Dating is hard for single mothers. Your friends probably said what they said to make you feel better about yourself. These young guys only see you as a woman for bedroom practice. Nothing more than that. They don't see a future with you. They know you're desperate for a relationship, and they want sex, so they play the cards against you. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers!